The odds are never in our favor. Hey guys, it is Book Review Friday, and as the title says, I'm talking about Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, book 2 of the Hunger Games trilogy. I have seen the movie, so I'm going to be comparing and contrasting the two. Now, this is spoilery for the 2% of the American population that haven't read or watched this yet. Where we leave things off, Katniss and Peeta have won the Hunger Games, but because there are 2 victors versus just the 1, everything is at risk, and President Snow wants to kill them. Let's talk about what I didn't like. Katniss is a nitwit. In this one, we already established Katniss is pretty stupid. She's one of the stupidest protagonists that I've ever read. She's only 16. Her life beforehand made sense. But I expected her to be a little bit smarter now. I don't know. I felt that she downgraded. She is dumber in Catching Fire than she is in Hunger Games, and I didn't really like that. So Katniss, who was a big reason why I really liked Hunger Games, kind of fell a little flat for me in this. That's the biggest complaint I had, was Katniss's stupidity. I mean, seriously, the watch thing? What? How did she not even think, like, okay, there's something else going on? Like, I thought the Capitol was trying to kill me and everything, and the what? You're supporting me even though I'm going back in? I'm so confused. I don't know. I just found her really stupid in Catching Fire. She's really dumb in this one. This is her dumbest point, is Catching Fire. What do I like? Almost everyone else. I love Joanna. Finnick is adorable and hilarious. I love the line, we just saw Finnick Odair in his underwear, so nothing's really that impressive to me right now. That was hilarious. I like that we learn about Haymitch and the Quarter Quell. The second Quarter Quell was really interesting. I really like the world building. I don't like that the Hunger Games is like, it's right here. This is where it starts. Page 267. I did not like that. I did not like that. That bothered me because I've been spoiled for everything in this series. Very few things happened that like shocked me. I was just kind of like, can we get to it already? There's a lot of like gaps in the storyline in this one. A lot of gaps. The first person thing didn't work in this. Katniss didn't discover enough in this. So many scenes that felt vital to the story when I saw them in the movie weren't in here. And it was just a lot of Katniss not knowing what to do as the world is on fire and stuff. The rebellion and how the districts are starting to rebel and how Katniss knew nothing about them, I didn't like. How she didn't connect with any of the other tributes was annoying. I don't know, there were just a lot of gaps. And yet, the characters really drove this. It wasn't plot driven. This was actually more plot driven than this one was. I loved Finnick. I loved Peeta. I loved Peeta. Peeta was the genius. He was a genius. I love BT. I love Joanna. I love learning about Haymitch and why he does what he does and why he's this drunkard and what he's enduring and stuff. You really do. You respect him, just like Katniss learns to respect and trust him. I was hoping for more character growth from Effie, and there's none. Not a big fan of that. I'm pretty sure that's in the movies. I have not seen this yet, so I'm not too certain, but I don't know. She feels fake and two-dimensional. My friends told me you can tell that Suzanne Collins kind of gave up, and you kind of can. It felt rushed. It felt not fleshed out, and that she just kind of wanted to tell the story and bleh, without adding too much heart. The scene with Cinna, very moving. That was very moving. I really enjoyed that. I was like, oh, damn it, don't get a call now, don't get a call. I think I got a call right in the middle of it. But I was just, oh my god, the whole time there was the call, like, I have to find out. To sit and get beat to death in front of her, why? And he doesn't. I don't like that he disappears entirely. He's gone. He's gone after that. We don't see him. We don't know what happened to Cinna. We don't. It did. It felt like she gave up on it. She had written it and then was like, okay, I'll add in more flesh things. And then she was fleshing out so much. And then she was like, I haven't gotten to the Hunger Games. Let's just... I like that Katniss is a little more proactive in this, not quite so reactive. The end. Let's talk about Gale first, okay? Let's talk, I'm like, the end. I'm like, no, I need to go to Gale first. Gale bugged me so much. I had always kind of heard that Gale really was selfish and a dildo and stuff. That's not necessarily true. However, I do not like him as a character. He is the type of guy that I would have bashed heads with. I know, because I knew guys like Gale and I hated them. This is when you start to see that Gale is really in his own world and he thinks about himself a lot. And at first he doesn't seem to come off that way because he's this revolutionary. He wants to save everyone. He doesn't want to just like go and hide like Katniss does. He wants to save everyone. Everyone. And yet he's so wrapped up in his own little world. And I just, not a Gale fan. Team PETA forever. Oh my gosh, I never thought I would like this series. At least I will say that. You won me over, guys. Now this is also the book that I knew the least amount of, by the way. What did I know? I knew that Gale got flogged and she got put back in the Hunger Games with PETA. Somehow she ends up at District 13 for Mockingjay. That's all I knew. I knew almost nothing about this book. The end was amazing and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I had Mockingjay so I could just start it because dear sweet goodness, what a cliffhanger. That was really well done. Well done, Suzanne Collins. You made it like, oh! That was great. Okay, let's compare the movie. Now, I already said that Hunger Games trumped the book. Dear sweet goodness, this makes this thing look like... Seeing President Snow and the build-up to their decision for the third quarter quell. So cool. Such an interesting side of it. And President Snow has some of the best lines I felt. And of course, he's barely in there at all. All he does is shake his head. That's pretty much it. It was so nice to see that in all this character building and that. We get to see his granddaughter and learn that he has a bit of a heart. The scene with Cinna was even more dramatic. I loved how they did the quarter quell Hunger Games. And things that were in the book that were kind of like, yeah, or weird, they made really well done. I loved that. Oh my gosh, so much better than the book. I love Prim's character development because she like is non-existent almost at all in this and she's barely in that. It's only here that she has some character development and even then it's only because of the end. But she actually has character development in this and she grows. There's so much more. It trimmed out a lot of the crap. The scene on the tour with the people trying to rise up and the constant arrests that they keep seeing and how Katniss and Peter are terrified to do anything to make things worse for the people there. They're scared for the people, for themselves. That was so good. And OMG, one of the reasons I wanted to get into this, I had to finally see the elevator scene and it is so effing funny. Oh my gosh, it is so funny. I've seen the gifs 1,000 times and it didn't prepare me for it. Oh my gosh, I'm about to die. I squalled the whole time. I'm like, I don't laugh. I'm like, that's so funny. I made terrible noises. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. This is a 5 out of 5. One of my favorite book to movie adaptations I've seen. Best book to movie adaptation of the year so far. This is a 4 out of 5 stars just because I really did enjoy the story. I liked the side characters even if Katniss drove me batty and there were a lot of holes in it, but this just blew them out of the water. So 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. Again, trying to get on the book review train. Good luck with your reading and your book to movie adaptation watching, and I'll see you in the next video. The odds are never in our favor, especially when you're filming late at night with this makeup and your battery dies. Book 2 of the Hunger Games trilogy. Itchy duck. Little bitty bug. Like a gnat or something. Tributes. My shelf just shifted. I don't like that Effie's kind of gone. Well, no, she's in this one. She's Mockingjay where she disappears. Oh my gosh, my eye. Getting makeup everywhere. Oh, gotta hurry up so I can take my makeup off. I'm so glad I already own Mockingjay Harry Potter box set right here. I just keep smacking it. Okay, go back.